connects with the last section of the wave. Kanoa takes off in a very milky midway section of the wave. Current kind of pushing surfers away to the left of your screen. We compared him to Gabriel Medina and how he can control pressure and surf better when he's under it. Kanoa more top to bottom than Kolohe to the midsection, so the wave was really cooperating with him. Eyeing the section, really clean gouges, always a little bit of very.
And we're back to the replay. It's Kolohe Andino. This was right off the jump. So, like I said, surf fans, get excited. You're going to see a lot of waves ridden. Get your pen and paper out. Do some homework. Take some notes from the world's best. This was a 4.0 to start for Kolohe.
Well, you can see why. The wave a little bit sleepy through the midsection. Big turns on the outside, but it wasn't a set wave. It wasn't a wave that allowed it to do much. Low to a surfboard. Well, you could see how Kanoa always surfs at 100% when he's in a rash guard. Two waves back to back. First one came in at a 5.83, Chris, and backed it up nicely.
And now that I'm seeing these two surfers go back to back, there is a lot of similarities between Kanoa Igarashi and Kolohe Andino. Both very powerful, both have incredible air games. And you can see Kanoa right here just reading this wave so nicely. Love the layback snap to finish. McGillivray is in the unenviable position of being comboed, needing 18.07 total. And here we see Kolohe Andino now driving down the line. He tries to get up into the air, has to settle for the standard 360, not an alley-oop. Just got a little hung up. What happened there, Kalle?
He hit that lip just a hair too late, and I'm talking milliseconds. Instead of getting that pop up and above the lip kind of crumbled above his surfboard, not allowing him to come up in very small air, and we're going to have a look at this again. See how the lip line hits his surfboard, and he does come up and above the lip, but as we say here in Mexico, that's a half a kilo tortilla air. That is not an air that's going to give you big scores.
That's one tortilla.
Maybe a couple. Dos tortillas.
Dos.
Can't wait to check out Homegrown, a film all about Kolohe changing gears in what started as a weird year, gave him a lot of blessings as well. As we check out the Jeep recap, Andino is just into a groove now straight out front as we take this one live. Flow to start over that beautiful whitewater ball, and now that incredible roundhouse wrap. Been riding surfboard shaped by Matt Biolis basically his entire lifetime, blasting one in the end section.
The people that he had to beat on in the event, and the waves were just great, that I think it really proved that he was the best surfer of the event right there.
Igarashi in the priority heat looking for the lead back. Clean arcing cutbacks. Igarashi just needs a 4.85, getting a little bit stuck, but powers through. Now starting to look inspired through this inside track. There's a nice clean snap, aggressive towards the tail end, and adds a little drama in that free fall. Kanoa back to first with 15 minutes to go. Kanoa Igarashi really put this one together quite well.
Yeah, and as you can see, that opening section is standing up a lot more now with this lower tide. Beautiful combo on the outside, then gets the wrap, and he just stayed in the pocket the whole time. And fortunately for him, as you were saying, got a little stuck right there, but recovered extremely well. Read it perfectly, didn't race anything, and just this last section to me is where the meat of the score will come from. Beautiful top turn on the second one, if not even more critical. So the end section, crucial, and maybe just as crucial as the outside, as he blasted the fins right there on the first section of this wave. Good connection Kanoa Igarashi has with these waves in Barra De La Cruz, Joe.
It's just great how much he can mix it up, but he's always following the tempo of the wave. I think it brings up that idea of the element of surprise like he did in Japan with a big full road. You don't see him do that every event. Fin throw reverse on the opening section for Andino. Big vertical re-entry through the whitewater. Frontside wrap, ton of variety to kick things off. Two clean forehand wraps to continue. This incredible right-hander. Nice float over the top, and he'll look to finish strong. Float to finish again for Kolohe. Numbers haven't dropped in for Kanoa yet, but Andino is feeling that's enough for him to get the lead right back.
And the waves are great, so why wouldn't you want to? Look at this air from Andino. Oof. Goes for the rotation. I love how it wasn't a full rotation and he kind of had to land in a flat spot when the wave was still breaking on him. It just showed how difficult it was to actually land it and then spin around in transition. And then some just beautiful artistic rail work right there from Andino. Nice variation right there with that little carved snap. And then goes to work in the lip line. And I don't know about you, Joe, but I think those couple months off served him well.
A lot of the friends he grew up with from USA or even in closer regions, he was just kind of trying to take care of himself at all these major events along with his dad. As we throw down a huge forehand reverse from Igarashi, chasing a 6-2-7 in one of the best back and forth battles we've seen in this event. Explosive start, looking smooth now. Throws down the carve, snaps the lip. It's going really slow now, but it might double up here. He's into the inside track. Two-time US Open champ, rock and roll float, stays on his feet, needing a 6-2-7. I feel like he's right back in front.
Now let's look at Igarashi's wave. Larger one, obviously, and a lot of risk in that maneuver. The only thing I'm going to say as far as that air from Igarashi, it was forward, so he kind of landed in an easier, more padded section. When it comes to the actual rail work, precious. Just hermoso, as we say here in Spanish in Mexico. That turn was fantastic. And then the finish, the cherry on top, la cereza en el pastel, Jose. This was necessary. And to be honest, I don't have an adequate answer for you. I don't know if it's going to be red or white right now, but it's going to be really tight.
Always so risky when you see them fly into the sky on the first turn. That opening section so critical with Flores as well, where there's just letting go moments. Important ride for Kolohe. Blow tail, spins it into reverse. Forces that jam on that open pace section back into an arcing cutback. Springing off the coping there for a classic reverse. Inverted upside down finish and rides out with the cheater 5.
Are we going to score higher? The combination of maneuvers on a smaller wave? Or are we actually going to give the reward to Igarashi on the bigger wave with the first section? Looking at Andino's wave, beautiful combo on the outside, Joe. Goes to work in the middle, but the wave's flat right here. As you said, forced the first turn, but then goes into the reverse right here, and then pulls another one off right at the end. So he had the variation, he had the risk, and at the end of this wave, he was probably thinking in his mind, okay, there's a really good chance that I'm probably going to need a score, as Kanoa probably took the lead.
We're still following Morgan Siblick, Griffin Colapinto coming up later in the draw. Andino's just looking at the horizon and feeling comfortable enough just to take this one in. Still 10 seconds.
Incredible heat. I'd probably have to say one of the best heats I've seen all year long. Back and forth. Nobody ever gave an inch. They were always looking for the win, Joe.